So we're getting quite a lot of inquiries at the moment from people who are wondering if the remote start system can be installed into the vehicle if they've only got one key. Now, the simple answer is, if you've got to push the start button and your vehicle is shown as compatible on our website, then yes, you can install the remote start system if you just have one key. And there's twofold options there. If it's a remote start system where we copy a key, no problem at all. You end up keeping the key anyway. It doesn't form part of the installation. But if it is on one of the newer type vehicles, such as this one here that's on the MLB Evo platform, so circa 2018 onwards, Audi's 2018 onwards, of which a key is required or a transponder is required as part of the installation, yes, you can still install it in your car. Yes, you do have to put the only key you've got in as part of the installation, but you then can control everything from either the app or the long range remote control. So I'll try and explain now. So at the moment there are a few issues with chip shortages, or people are buying cars and they've only got one key, yet they still want a remote start system. There are advantages and disadvantages. It can even be more advantageous to have a remote start system, because in theory you can have unlimited keys for your car. So let me explain. So you've just bought this car, you've only got one key. Or you've just had this car delivered from Audi, you've only got one key. But you want a remote start, or you want the benefit of not having to rely or not worrying about losing that key. So you install a remote start system. We've made some updates to the remote start system to allow it to be fitted with just one key. So remote start system gets fitted into the car. You obviously do it. It's a nice and easy process. We do full install videos for you, but that gets installed and the only key sits in the vehicle, hidden deep away. I've done another video that explains that whether your car is more insecure with the key in the car. But in essence, your only car key, you take the blade out, you take the battery out, it gets put in a specially designed key box, and it gets hidden deep inside the vehicle, which is pretty much impossible to find. And there's certainly way easier ways of taking the car, but that's on another video. So at this moment in time, remote start system is installed in the car. Your only key is installed in the car. You have no key. The only thing you have is your phone and the long range remote control. So I'll take the phone to start with. So if you want to drive your car away, it's nice and simple. You like I say, your key's in there, you take your app, and what I'm just going to do, just for ease of this, I'm just going to connect it to the antenna in the car. So at this moment in time, that circle there with the blue circle around it denotes that this phone is connected to the antenna in that car via Bluetooth. Okay, now with this phone, and with any phone, you can install this on as many phones as you like, so you can have in effect unlimited keys. I can now remote start the car, unlock the car, lock the car, get in and drive away. Okay, so let's give you an example. So that's going to start the car. So the car's now started. Countdown timer's on the app, gives you the battery voltage. There are other things you can do with this, such as open and close the boot, turn the deep rear defrost on, turn the heated seats on. They're a bit of a gimmick in my opinion, because once the car's been running for 15 minutes, it's warm anyway. So from now, if I want to get in and drive the car away, I simply press the unlock button. Be careful, because that remote control is still there. Get into the car, put my foot on the brake, put the car into reverse and start driving. And then when I get to my destination, put it in park, handbrake on, and I just turn the key off as normal. And then I exit the vehicle as you normally would, and quite simply lock the car. And that's it. So that's how you control the car fully with your telephone. Nice and easy to do. It's locked and secured. The only difference that you'll see with the vehicle is that the indicator, the wing mirrors don't fold in. They don't fold in if you use the original Audi app to lock and unlock the car either. So it's just using the Audi system. But that's how you use it. So if you're close to the car, you connect directly to the, for me anyway, I like connecting directly to the car, probably 20, 30, 40 meters it will connect to, depending on where you put the Bluetooth aerial when you install it. Or if you wanted to, you can actually connect to the credit card remote control. So on here, you simply click on that. and you click on remote control. And essentially what that does, it gives you an increased distance of up to, well, the manufacturers say a mile, but we say half a mile. So as long as that credit card remote control is within 10 or 15, 20 metres of me, ideally in my wallet, in my pocket, then up to half a mile away, obviously depending on line of sight and everything, I can get my phone out and remote start the car. So it just gives you a massive distance if you connect to that remote control, because that remote control uses something called LoRa, which is allows a connection at a much greater distance. So if you only have one key for the vehicle and it's installed as part of the remote start system, that is how you use your phone to drive your car. Nice and simple. You will get an error come up on your dashboard, not the error, but the warning saying your key's not in the vehicle. That's standard because the car doesn't think the key's in the vehicle. Because our systems, obviously the remote start system is taking it over, but that's nothing to worry about. Your car doesn't cut out, you just drive it as normal. So that's how you use it with the app. And then if you wanted to, you could use a credit card remote control instead. Let's say you didn't have the phone with you. So all you do in order to use this is, again, the car's locked and secured at the moment, because every time you remote start or remote stop the car, it automatically locks. So on here to remote start the car, so I have no key, I've come to the car, I've got this out of my wallet, press and hold for one beep. Car will now start. So again, it's exactly the same process as before, in terms of all you need to do now is unlock the car. So the car's now unlocked. I've only got this credit card remote control with me. Shut the door, put the car into reverse, and again, drive away. Then you get to your destination. Turn the car off as normal. One key press to lock the car. There you go. So, again, lots of questions about whether you can install it with just one car key. Disadvantages of just using one car key, you have to think about. You can't just. It's not as easy to walk up to your car, because you have to open your phone before you get to the car, or you have to get this out as you would do with your normal key, press the button to obviously remote start it. So firstly, you've got about an extra 5 seconds to think about it. Secondly, you can't use the push to start button to start the car. You have to remote start the car using either your phone or the credit card remote. They're the two main downsides, really, and it's more inconvenience than anything else. You just have to think about it for an extra 5 seconds. The plus sides, well, firstly, you get a remote start system that works both in the summer and in the winter. And you're only looking at this because you know the benefits of a remote start system. And secondly, and probably more importantly at this moment in time, if you've only got one key for that car and you lose that key, then you're in trouble. The one beauty about having the remote start system on is that you could install the app onto as many phones as you like. So yours, your partners, your families, whoever you like. And then you're never going to be without a key. You're never going to not be able to drive your car, if that makes sense. And you've also got this as a backup as well. So you've gone from having one key that you absolutely could not lose in a million years, especially if you've just got a brand new car and they're only giving you one key and you've got to wait for your other one. So you're going from having one key that if you're lost, you really are in trouble, to having a remote start system and having an unlimited number of keys for your car. So there's absolutely no issues of you losing, of you not being able to drive your car. And also, even if you did have a key and you've got this system installed in your car, if you go on let's say an event 4 hours away from your house and you lose your car key, then with this system installed, you simply come back to your car, get your phone out, remote start it, get in and drive home. It's that simple. You don't have to organise then for somebody or your car key to be transported 4 hours to where you are because you've lost your key. So yeah, lots of things to think about, but that's just a bit of an explanation of how the Bluetooth system works and how it can be advantageous, even if you only have one key for the vehicle.